I'm calling from the Trib. I'd like to confirm a quote.
Getting right around in 2 hours.
Can you come back quickly? How much money was involved? Was it over $1,000? Was it over $10,000?
Cambiar. Vamos a dejar de bloquear ya. A ver si como rochas duermen. Sí, hay que cambiarnos. Ahora ahí está la lechuga.
No, porque son ilegales, no importa. Unidos, triunfamos todos. Necesitan nuestra ayuda, ¿ves? Porque ni si no tienen la ayuda de nosotros, ¿quién les va a ayudar? No, muchachos de Chiapas, de veras. Nos necesitan. Bueno, van a ver. Van a tener bronca. No digan que no les dije, ¿eh? Grower slipped them in last night.
Where's this group from?
Chiapas, Oaxaca.
It's a long way to come.
I try to explain our problem to them. They don't understand. They won't listen. They each pay $200 to get across the border.
Right. For the privilege of coming here and doing this work.
We're beat, Tommy.
Hey, we're not beat. We've been fighting this thing for a long time, and we're not beat.
Sure. We've been on strike so long, nobody even realizes it. Nobody cares.
That's why we gotta heat this thing up again. Come on.
Hernandez. Gee, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry. I just don't remember you. You sure we were friends?
Now, you didn't know me. You knew of me. Yeah, you covered sports for the school paper. I was the running back.
That Tommy Hernandez. Yeah, 65-yard TD run against Stanford.
72 yards, yeah.
I did an interview with you. That was a really good piece.
Yeah, I had a really good season.
So, how's it going?
Not too bad. I've seen your byline in the paper. Yeah, I see you're doing pretty good.
Listen, I came across this story. I thought you might want to hear it.
Sure. You still with Oakland?
No, I'm not in football anymore. I'm up here in Ortega doing some union work with the farm workers.
Have you heard of the Reverend Hugh Holstrom?
Rings a bell. Fill me in.
Billy, you can fit this in today.
What do you got?
A peeping Tom out of some condos in Woodland Hills. Someone drilled a hole in the ceiling of a couple's bedroom. They complained to the police, who still haven't caught him.
Or her. Well, why can't the peeper be a woman?
Peepers are never women. Women just aren't as turned on by visual stimulation.
Oh, who says?
Well, it's pretty well accepted.
Is it?
I just got a very interesting call. Do you remember Reverend Hugh Holstrom?
I think so. That cult up in San Francisco?
No. He was a farm labor activist in the Central Valley. He was active in the early 60s. He's still alive?
I hope so. He's making an appearance at a rally in a little town near Fresno. I got this call from Tommy Hernandez, who's a buddy of mine from school. He was a big football star.
I remember him, Tommy Hernandez. Great scrambling tailback. Terrific moves. Isn't he the guy who ran 80 yards for a touchdown against Stanford?
72, yeah.
What about him?
This isn't about him. He's in Ortega with a farm worker strike.
What farm workers strike? What are they striking now?
Celery, I think, in the area around Ortega.
Exactly. Anyway, Tommy tells me things are heating up, and Holstrom's coming out of retirement, if that's the word for it, to join in the effort. So, what do you think about me going up there to cover this Holstrom thing?
Not too much.
You could be missing a bet here, Lou.
I tell you what does interest me, your friend Tommy Hernandez. Here they were talking about a great career in the pros for him, and now he's up in Ortega, striking so farm workers can earn 20 cents an hour more. Get me something on that.
Okay, right.
Who used to cover farm labor around here?
Different guys over the years. When Holstrom was active, we had a kid just out of college. Hard worker, real bright, great sense of humor.
What happened to him?
He was so good they put him behind a desk. He's a few years older now, dressing tastefully, losing his hair.
You. What attracted you to it?
Corky Miller. She was a college girl, volunteer helping the farm workers. Tall, long legs, blonde hair down to her waist.
Champion of the underdog.
Left those pickets stranded for 2 hours in the hot sun. You don't pick them up. You don't tell anybody anything. All you want to do is hang around an ice air-conditioned bar, stuffing your face with burritos, drinking cold beer, and telling all your friends what a wonderful organizer you are.
Tommy, I'm sorry.
Look, those are our people. We don't let them down.
Forgive me.
Ask your priest to forgive you.
Then I'm out?
No. I can't afford to lose the best man I have. As long as you know that this can't happen again. You understand?
I understand, Tommy.
Okay.
Tommy.
Hi.
Joe Rossi.
Yeah, of course. Joe. How are you? How come you got so old and I didn't?
How come you got so fat and I didn't?
I broke training about 10 years ago, and if some people found out, it could break some hearts.
So what happened? You had such a great career going. Sports writers drive you nuts?
Nah, that didn't bother me at all.
So what was it then? Violence get to you? Contact? Being on the road all the time? Playing hurt?
Ah, I liked all that. I got cut.
Oh.
Why are you going to write that down for?
Well, it's part of the story. About a jock who had great potential and is a union leader in the Central Valley.
Man, that's no story.
It's the story I was assigned to do.
Oh, man, it's no good. But if you have to, maybe you want to see me in action this afternoon at a union rally with Reverend Holstrom?
Yeah, I think that's part of the story.
Good. Hey, why don't you wait for me in the car, and I'll give you a lift to my pickup.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Miguel? Tommy. Yeah, he bought it. Yeah. How many does that make now? Okay. It's going down today, then.
The couple was amorously involved?
They were.
That sounds so stilted.
Okay, I'll say that.
Stilted is fine. I like Stilted.
Okay, then you got Mrs. Schiller felt a tingling sensation.
Oh, gee.
On her back, from the sawdust.
Sawdust?
Yeah, you see, they were...
No. You're telling the readers more than they want to know. Solomon, tell her what's wrong with that.
Nothing.
Okay, let's put it this way. You're telling me more than I want to know.
Her first thought was, quote, "It's never felt like this before," close quote.
That's out.
Lou.
We're not saying that.
His first thought was termites, then mice. Then when her husband investigated, he knew whatever had been looking down through the hole was human.
Now,
Because a mouse wouldn't leave a pillow to prop his elbows on and a jar of peanut butter and a box of crackers.
Oh, this is good. It was the owner of the apartment house.
Yeah, they found little holes in the ceiling of several apartments and little microphones in the crawl space with wires leading to the owner's apartment. That way he could hear when there was something to go watch.
Look, maybe this is a generational thing, okay? But you two look at this differently. I'm sorry. Look.
This is the Woodland House paper?
Yeah, Charlie, I was just thinking twice about it here.
Cute. We'll run it in a box on page 1 of the Metro section.
Hi, Paul.
Tommy?
Nice day, huh?
Well, it'll be nice if we get the celery in. Otherwise, in this weather, we're just going to have a lot of decayed celery.
I'd be the first to feel the loss. I love celery in my tuna salad.
Well, you pick it all you want. But you leave the workers in the field alone, okay?
They won't listen to me anyway. Of course, I might try to find someone they will listen to.
Who is that guy?
Paul Geyer. He owns this farm.
You guys seem almost friendly.
Don't let that fool you. Reverend, watch your feet out here. We sure appreciate your coming.
Let's do it!
Campesinos, I haven't been out here in 18 years. I said, 18 años. In 18 years, we've made some progress. But we have not won the fight. I well remember that the growers used the same tactics then that they use now. They exploit the difficulties our brothers and sisters from Mexico face in order to break the strike. I believe if we can get them to understand, our brothers and sisters, what we are trying to do, they will come out of the fields and walk with us. Lucharán con nosotros. My Spanish is a little rusty, but I'm going to walk out into the field and discuss this strike with those who are not honoring it.
Picketers, please do not trespass. If you trespass, we will have to arrest you. This is a warning. Do not trespass.
Nicely staged, Tommy. Did you major in political science or drama?
You're getting a story?
So about a dozen other guys. You go to college with each of them, too? Did you give each of them this hot, exclusive tip?
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
I'm
many other reporters did you get up here with your personal invitation?
I never said this was an exclusive.
Yeah, but you did give me the impression there was a news story happening.
Hey, if you were me, Joe, trying to accomplish the same goals, you'd do the same thing.
I just don't like it done to me.
Look, we've been on strike for 6 months now. The public could care less.
It's not my problem.
Look down there, Joe. What do you see?
I see a road going back to L.A.
You don't even know what you're looking at. 3 miles down that road, there's a labor camp where maybe 500 people are living below the poverty line, literally starving. You ever been to a labor camp?
No.
You know what a speed up is?
A speed up?
Yeah. That's when the grower puts out a call for 3 times the amount of workers he'll need. Everybody shows up, competes with everybody else. Meanwhile, the fastest ones stay. The rest of them, they're out.
Is this a standard thing?
Have you ever seen a 10-year-old kid working all day in 100-degree heat? Still not your problem, right? You know, if you took the time to understand what was happening out there, you'd know why it's everybody's problem.
It's my favorite time of year, the spring. Everything's coming up, pristine, clean, no insects, no dust. Glistening new growth. A lot of promise, Joe.
From what I can see, it isn't an easy life.
Yeah, you're up before dawn, and the work all day is backbreaking. The money, I don't know, the money's not always that good.
You sound like a union man. They told me how tough it is for the farm workers.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about a farm worker. I'm talking about myself, my day. And it's hard. And you add in the risk factor. Last year's drought, strike now. Getting killed. My crop, it won't wait. It's got to be picked.
Which is why you need the illegal workers you've got out there now.
That's right. Lose them, I lose it all.
Union people say they're scabs.
I don't. To me, they're just part of the workforce. See, I pay those people union minimum, you know.
If you're paying union wages, why don't you sign the contract?
I have to run my own business. I have to control who it is I hire. Picking celery is fairly easy, but I've got other interests. Fruit trees, for example. There's trimming the trees, picking to maturity, thinning. All these things take skill. Some are good at it, and some aren't. The union, I just can't afford to have them forcing unskilled people on me. And that's what they want to do.
Well, Hernandez says that you'd rather hire illegals. It keeps wages low.
What else do you think he's going to say?
You don't get along, do you?
I've known Tommy for years. We used to be friends. Oh, it's true. We played football together in high school. Hello. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? No, thanks. I'll skip that parade. All right, well, I'll see you later. Bye. Might be interested in that. The union is demonstrating down at the jail.
Yeah?
Why don't you go on? You don't have to be polite. Besides, it sounds like a better story than you're probably getting here anyway.
Thanks.
Onion soup? You're kidding.
What? I'm not gonna kiss any of you guys. What do you care?
I can't believe you're gonna sit there when we're in the middle of this farm workers' strike blithely eating an onion.
I'm not eating it blithely.
Billy, I think it's okay. That onion boycott's over.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, great. They sent me all this stuff in the mail telling me to boycott onions, but they never even send me a postcard telling me it's over.
Is ketchup okay? Is relish okay? Meat okay?
They're okay. They're just bad for you, that's all.
I gotta send somebody else up to Ortega to help Rossi. Who we got?
We're real tight with reporters right now, Luke.
How about you? You got the experience.
Oh, no. I like working these stories from here. People call in on the telephone. News comes in on the wire. Coffee machine's only a couple of steps away.
You never get the feeling you'd like to be out in the field again.
Only if it's an air-conditioned field.
What's going on?
We're trying to keep a lid on it.
On what?
Holstrom's in there. We just found out he's sick. They're refusing him treatment.
You know that for a fact?
No, they won't let anybody in there.
Excuse me, Sheriff Johansson available?
He's busy right now.
What are the chances of getting in to see him?
I don't know.
Look, I heard Reverend Holstrom is sick.
I wouldn't know.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm looking for...
We got some trouble here.
Sheriff Johansson, I'm looking for the sheriff. Hey, Chris! Hey, come on!
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
I remember because it's the last Super Bowl bet I won.
I think Rossi's getting too close to the story. They're busted.
Sitting desk. Yeah, I'll accept. Rossi, you're in jail.
I heard. Wires got it, huh?
Mm-hmm. What's this about a riot?
Wasn't really a riot. Things got out of hand when a rumor started about Holstrom having a heart attack in jail. Picked me up when I lost my press credentials.
What about Holstrom?
Well, it must be okay, still in here somewhere, but things are getting tense. Spring me, Lou, will you?
Rossi, you've got a chance to get to Holstrom. You're the only reporter inside and you want us to get you out?
Eventually. I mean, get me out eventually.
Eventually we will.
Yeah, Lou, I don't have much time. Can I give you my notes?
Give him to Rosenthal. Rosenthal, Rossi, line 1. I need 2 reporters to get up to Ortega.
Why 2? You gonna bail Rossi out or carry him out?
The story's heating up, and I want him to stay put for a while. Who's available?
Castillo would be good.
Perfect. He speaks Spanish. Who else?
I guess we could send Billy.
No. She's still on the injured reserve list. What about that kid who used to cover the farm move? Bright, sensitive.
Not a reporter anymore.
Did a heck of a job for a kid fresh out of school.
That was years ago. He wouldn't give up his desk now if you begged him.
How about if I threatened him?
Buenos dias, pajaritos. Hermanos, bien de la oferta.
Reverend Holstrom, I'm Joe Rossi, Los Angeles Tribune.
Este es un periodista de Los Ángeles. Rossi, you say? Congratulations on being in here with the good guys.
It's not the way it looks. I'm in here by mistake.
Maybe not. How you doing?
Real question is, how are you doing? We heard you had a heart attack.
Oyó que el padre tuvo un ataque de corazón. No. I was very tired. They let me spend the night in the infirmary.
Reverend, I'm curious. How come you came out of retirement after all these years?
The workers were losing. The strike was dead in the water. So Tommy called me. You know how persuasive he can be.
Do you really think you can win?
Este periodista quiere saber si vamos a ganar. Should I translate that for you?
No, I think I understood that.
Bueno.
The thing is, while you're in here, the crops are being picked by undocumented workers. Now, you can't stop them.
Él dice que no vamos a poner parar a esos escuiroles. We'll stop them. We'll talk to them, explain things, and they'll understand. Y si no quieren comprender, padre, les damos una patada en el chiquito. He says we'll be firm.
I'm sure.
What we're trying to say, Miss Pinchon, is that some toes are bound to get stepped on.
Well, that's never deterred us before. What's the problem?
They're your toes.
Really? Well, do continue.
It's about our series on farm labor.
Well, we're in the clear there. We've never gone in for stoop labor in the city room.
Mrs. Pinchon, you sit on the University Board of Regents.
That's correct.
Well, it seems the Regents through the university are among the world's biggest developers of new agricultural machinery.
We approve money for research in that area. There's nothing wrong with making farming more efficient.
Farm workers think there is. More mechanization means fewer jobs.
More mechanization means more food. As I see it, food is the issue.
Miss Pinchon, the Board of Regents is being sued on this issue.
I'm aware of that, Mr. Hume. I attend the meetings.
Some public interest groups claim that there is a conflict of interest, that some regions will benefit directly from the new machines.
They and you seem to forget the West Coast is thousands of miles away from the East Coast markets. That puts the California grower at a tremendous disadvantage because of our high shipping costs. Now, we owe our farmers all the help they can get.
Actually, we're not here to debate the merits of this situation. We just wanted you to know that we're publishing this story so it wouldn't come as a surprise.
I appreciate that. In other words, your story will include names of regents in a potential conflict of interest. In fact, my name among others.
It's unavoidable.
Then don't avoid it. Just be sure that the regent's point of view is fairly presented.
Mrs. Pinchon, since you are involved, perhaps you'd like to make a statement?
No comment.
Rise and shine, Mr. Rossi. You're leaving.
Hoo-hoo. Coming through.
Hey, don't forget to grab your bedding.
Oh, okay. Hey, can you just give me a minute? I want to say goodbye to the boys.
All right, go ahead. Just make it snappy, will you?
Adios, amigo. Reverend. Wish I could say I was going to miss this place.
Good luck, Joe. I know you'll write what you see. Don't forget to write what you feel.
Okay.
The gentleman from the press is leaving, amigos. Let's give him a union send-off. Hey, let's hear it for the press! Come on, Rossi!
It's probably the guards hearing that Rossi's being released. Little something for your scrapbook.
Hola.
Hi.
What did Lou decide to do? Open a bureau up here? Or did he think it takes 3 of you guys to replace me? It's good to see you. What took you so long?
We had to stop at the Prune Festival in Lodi. You need anything?
Yeah, a shower and a good night's sleep. Then I think I'll talk to some illegals.
Oye, no vas a saber notar si no les entiendes.
How's that? My Spanish needs a little work.
You can't quote them if you don't understand what they're saying. I'd better do it.
I don't think so.
Rossi, your story is still Hernandez. Animal, you go with Castillo, and I'll cover the growers.
Oh, thanks for everything.
Well, I'll tell you what I love. That's these out-of-town newspaper men who come up here, and then 2 days later, they're instant experts.
Hold it, Fisher. You got the wrong guy. I know you from years before you took over the Cutler's place. I knew Red from when he was on the Rodriguez parcel.
Well, we're still butting heads with the union.
Nothing's changed. You newspaper and TV guys supported the union then, and you support it now.
Now the union just knows how to manipulate the press better than we do. I think if we argued our case more effectively...
You guys have come up with some pretty clever ads.
Nobody cares about us.
We care, or we wouldn't be here. The thing that I don't understand is why you small growers are so strongly aligned with the big corporations. What have you got in common?
Hey, look. Big growers, small growers, we're all in the same business. We all have to stick together against the enemy.
Aren't the farm workers in the same business you are? Don't you have to work with them? At least negotiate with them?
Look, I have worked my my land a long time, and I care what happens to it. Now, I'll be damned if I'm going to let some outsider from Baja or Chihuahua come in here and negotiate it out from under me.
I don't think that's fair, Bill.
What?
I mean, Hernandez, he's local. I mean, sure, he's a little hard-nosed, but I think he's just looking out for his people.
His people. His people have it made. They've got nothing invested in the land. If something doesn't work out, they move on, free as a bird. No responsibility.
Well, personally, I can't wait till a whole bunch of them's replaced by machines.
You ought to admit it, you know?
What?
You're not going to get along any better with those machines.
I was covering this story 15 years ago. You said exactly the same things then. The only difference today is there are fewer of you, and the conglomerates are getting bigger. I just think it'd be in your best interest if you spoke up for yourself for a change.
Verá usted, mi padre era agricultor en Sinaloa y teníamos un terrenito.
He says his father was a farmer in Sinaloa. They had a little land.
Pero nos cayó una gran sequía y sin agua la cosecha se perdió.
But there was a big drought and they lost everything.
Como no teníamos, pues nada nos quedó. ¿A qué nos quedábamos allá?
So there was nothing left for them to stay for.
No había dónde quedarnos, así que nos vinimos para el norte.
Yeah, there was no place left to go, so they came north to work.
Do they understand they're working on a struck farm?
¿Y saben que hay huelga aquí en el rancho este?
Pero ¿qué puedo yo hacer? Yo tengo que darle de comer a mi familia.
He says they gotta eat.
Yeah, but they could join the union.
¿Y por qué no pertenecen a la unión?
Seríamos los últimos en línea para conseguir trabajo.
Well, they'd be the last in line to work. The union has nothing to offer them.
Cuidado, amigo. Ahí vienen los esbirros. Escóndete, mujer. Escóndete. Escóndase. Ahí vienen los pistoleros.
What's that?
Trouble. Goons work for the growers. Come on.
Don't you want to talk to some of the others first?
These guys aren't hunting ducks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Yeah. Uh-huh. A really big push? How soon do you think? What do you mean you can't get by with only one photon? Are you covering a story? You're trying to start your own newspaper up there. Sorry, Rossi, but you just have to make do.
Yeah, I understand. The growers won't budge. It's not news anymore, Art. Here? Well, the usual. So far, we haven't missed a day yet. Good. I'm glad it's calm, because we're going to hold your piece for a day, and that'll give you time to rework it. Well, I don't like to tell you how to do your job, Art, but that stuff on the growers is great, only there's not enough of it. Our readers want to know what makes those people tick. You're right. I guess I do like to tell you how to do your job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was Donovan. He said everything's quiet.
That was Rossi. He says it's explosive up there.
We've tried to make them understand. Our brothers in the field won't listen. We've got to go out there and convince them to stop working. Now, a man who's been with us since the beginning. More than a supporter, he's a friend and a brother. Reverend Hugh Holstrom.
Yeah, this is Joe Rossi. Oh, yeah, Mr. Dyer. Well, what are you telling me for? Why aren't you telling me so? All right, I'll see what I can do.
¡Viva la huelga! ¡La huelga! Amigos, campesinos, mi familia. We can't live on handouts and promises from the patron. We're tired of hearing how the farmers, the wholesalers, and the grocers aren't making enough money. They're starving. When did you last see a farmer starve? Nunca vista un patrón muriendo de hambre. We must stand united and get the people in the field to join us. They're not the enemy, the growers are the enemy. And they're not prepared to sign a contract for a living wage. They better be prepared to watch their celery rot.
We've got to talk later now.
This is a struggle we deserve to win. This is a struggle we must win. This is a struggle we will win. Vamos a ganar!
What does guy want?
Meet with him and find out. He wants to talk.
Sure, about how we should pick his crops on his terms. Forget it.
This will look great in print. Union leader refuses to negotiate with grower.
Why did Gaia call you, Rossi? I mean, whose side are you on? Or what do you gain by me meeting Gaia?
I get a story either way, Hernandez. What do you gain by not meeting with him?
It's not a strike anymore. I'm afraid it's turning into a war. People get hurt in wars.
You threatening me?
You know me better than that. I'm just trying to avoid the war.
You can do that with a flick of your wrist. Just sign the contract.
Tommy, I've been thinking about that.
Your damn association has done nothing but think about that.
I am not talking about the association. Just me. I'm willing to negotiate separately.
Why?
I don't feel that my interests and the rest of the growers' interests are the same anymore.
So, you want to sign the contract?
I need some time. There's a lot to talk over. How about a cooling off period?
Sure. So you can get your crops in and then forget about us. You must think you're dealing with some dumb little wetback or something.
Tom, there isn't any reason we can't work this thing out together. I mean, just like the old days. You always said I was the best tackle in the league. Opened a lot of big holes for you once.
You're not playing games anymore, guy. Sign the contract.
That's it? I mean, there's no room for movement?
That's it.
I thought we were friends. I mean, friends don't back each other into corners.
Friends? Where do you get that from?
Come on, Tommy, we grew up here together.
That's not the same thing as friends. When did you ever invite me to your house, huh? Or come over to dinner at mine? That's friends, not just people that know each other.
It's personal, isn't it? That's what this is all about. You're not thinking about this thing objectively anymore.
I'm gonna beat you, Geyer.
Hernandez. Your membership would be a lot better off without you.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
They started picking. Do you know who the guy is?
Just happened. I haven't seen yet.
Oh, my God, it's Hernandez.
City desk.
Lou?
Rossi, what's going on out there? Castillo said there'd been a shooting.
Yeah. Hernandez. He's dead.
Tommy Hernandez?
Yeah. 2 Geyer farm people were charged. Involuntary manslaughter. They're out on bail.
Can you dictate to someone?
Yeah, why not?
State senators, congressmen.
Yeah, Tommy finally got the media coverage he wanted.
Safe bet there'll never be a conviction in the Hernandez killing.
Why do you say that?
It's a grand old tradition. Farm worker gets killed, somebody gets slapped on the wrist.
There's one good thing, though. Geyer signed the contract. Maybe there'll be peace for a while in Ortega.
Okay, Rossi, you write it up.
Donovan, can I borrow your quotes on the growers?
My quotes are your quotes.
Castillo, give me something on the migrants. Where do they go? What happens to them?
Well, the group that's up there is moving out. We don't know where they're going, but we do know that there will be more coming.
Well, we better jump on this fast. Since Hernandez's death, things have already started to cool down. Am I right?
Right. And the farm workers probably won't be news again for another 6 months.
Esto aquí ya se acabó, don Gregorio. Sí. Vámonos, véngase.
They're men and women who've created some of the world's biggest financial empires. Wealth and Power Week begins with the biography of Leona Helmsley tonight. Now, a tough cop goes after a serial rapist on Police Story, next on A&E.